Hello and welcome. I am Mercy from HereThereBeMonsters, the game master for the Kingdom of Rin, and here today we are doing a power hour working on the crazy project that we started last week, which is mapping the entire frontier town of Capstone. I would invite you to work on any tabletop gaming projects that you have that you've been putting off, or just whatever else you need to do for the next hour. We've got 30 minutes on the clock until a break. We'll take about a 5-minute break, and then we'll be back for 30 more minutes of work. Thanks very much for being here. I will be chatting, of course, with myself and with anybody in chat as we go, but don't feel obligated to type if you don't feel like it. If you haven't already had a chance, we'd super appreciate a like on the channel and a subscription as we're working on growing our YouTube channel this year. And good to see you, Atlantic Stardust. How are you? Whoops. Hope today is at least a little bit better than yesterday. There's going to be brief double audio here. I forgot to pre-mute the Tailspire audio in the mixer. I apologize about that. Oh no, I did already do it. Hey, look at me. I'm ahead of even myself. So last time, on the last episode of, we went ahead and roughed out the general size that we wanted to have for the town's map, and also specifically an area for the military to bailiwick their troops. So these tiles here, I was just using because they were visually distinctive and they stood out. But these will each be barracks as well as a watchtower and a couple of other structures. So last time we did this, and then we designed out this space right here. So I'll show that off really quickly for anybody who was kind of keeping tabs on that. I was very happy with how this turned out. Spent probably, I don't know, 30-ish minutes on this nice little tile. I think it's a pretty cool little training area to be kind of in the middle of our military space. So stacked up the table over here with weapons that they might be training with, gave them a well. I thought that made sense because they're working out. Some training dummies, a little sitting area over here where somebody left their stuff, and a ranged training area. So I was very happy with how this turned out for a little relatively micro build. And today we're here to fill out some more. Oops. Helps when you click on the right thing, eh? So that's going to go right here. Today we're here to work on barracks. I debated about doing the stables, but I think the barracks is just going to feel better because there's more of them. Hello, Kale. How are you? Got a staff meeting soonish. I hope it goes well. So we did plan ahead here and make the majority of these tiles the same size. There is one exception, which is this one back here. There just wasn't room for it. So in order to finish this military camp, we have, I don't know, 5-ish buildings to make. So we have the training area in the middle. There's a tower that will be here. And of course, a tower on the outside as well. Then these two smaller buildings here on either side of the entry tower will be, one will be a blacksmith and one will be like an officer's, I don't know, not just quarters, but like an officer's office. Whatever. These two slightly larger, kind of medium-sized ones on either side of the officer space and the blacksmith will be stables, and then all of these other larger tiles will be barracks. Then this very last one here, this is going to be like a small, like a little tent camp. Felt like that would be kind of nice to put in the space, like, you know, 3 to 6 tents and a little fire, and just kind of like a little area for the people that are currently manning the tower, probably. Doing good, pretty tired, just got home from work. Well, welcome home at least. Are you doing both Power Hour and computer stream today? Yes. Yes, we are, Lee. So, that's the context. That's our goal. So our space to work with is, I believe, a 6x6. Yes, it is. You know, it hadn't really occurred to me that these buildings could be more than one story tall. There probably could have been fewer of them. I'll have to consider that as we're going. But for now, let's get over to a new board. We're going to have way too much space, I think, if we make them all two-storied. But we might be able to do a little bit of both. A little bit of both. We're as busy as heck getting hot, so people want cold drinks. That makes sense. So I think we're going to have two probably different setups here. We're going to have a completed structure and we're going to have a semi-complete like tent type structure. So I think for the time being, we're going to start with the completed structure simply because it's going to be a little bit easier to keep track of. What does that even mean? I think it's gonna be a little bit easier to like visualize and fill out. I don't know why I said that way. Yeah, we probably no basements. We haven't done any earthwork yet, I don't think. It's funny, as soon as you like when you look at it, it's like, wow, it's a 6x6, right? That's 30 by 30. That's essentially the size of a modern house. Like, that's huge. And then as soon as you throw a couple walls down, it's like, oh, well, that filled up real fast. What do we think? Fireplace in the barracks? Ooh, I think it takes up too much space. It looks cool. It looks cool, but it takes up too much space. It's also neat. Yeah, I think we got to go with bare bones. We need a door, a double door, ideally. I think that's fine. The only other door, funny, but no, probably not. What is this? Nah, that's too ornate. We're in a frontier town. About that. Also too ornate. For you. Oh. Heck? Oh, it's like a trapdoor kind of deal. Got it. I do like those. We'll use those somewhere else for sure. Do we have windows in the walls? Like maybe. Oh dear. What section was I building from? Not castle. Not castle ruins. Wasn't paying enough attention. Desert village. Harbor. Marble palace. Merchant. Nature. Palisade. Temple. Rural. Ooh, some of those are quite pleasant also. That's actually probably better. Right, that looks even less constructed. I think we're gonna re-wall that. Work sucked today. You got stuck doing a bunch of dishes because the person before you didn't do any, so you didn't have very much time to prep for lunch. Long story short, transition did not go well. Dang it. I'm sorry. That must have been very frustrating getting stuck with someone else's problems. Oh yeah, this is more the look I was thinking of. Okay. Can we... Oh, I can stack them inside of each other. That's good. I was worried because there's no pre-made corner for this. I think we should still probably sneak in at least one window, but let's do this first. It's really our only option. Big honking windows. Rice machines and the pot machines quit working, so there were grumpy people. Both of them? Oh dear. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, I think before we decide on whether or not this is going to be a multi-story thing, let's actually throw some beds in here and see what the space looks like. Miscellaneous interior, probably. Oh. Nature, ships, straps, weapons, containers, crafting. Wait, do we not just have like a freaking bed? What? There's so much other stuff. Oh, here, furniture. I was like, there's no way. I don't believe it. If ever one of them hadn't been working for a while and they were slacking on fixing it because the other one worked. Oh, one of those. That was not the taste I was expecting from that soda. Woo. Okay. We could preserve some space along the walls with hammocks. Why are these so big? Holy cow. Are the beds like that too? No, the beds... Okay. The beds are more what I was thinking of. Yeah, it's normal RC Cola. And I haven't had non-diet RC Cola in a long time. That threw me off for sure. Oh, they stack automatically. I thought I was going to have to fiddle with it. Oh, that's freaking perfect. Okay, so that one in the middle though, we want like this. But we want it to be right up cozy to each other. Oh, can we just do that? I think you've ever had RC. I actually think Diet RC is probably my favorite cola. I don't know how, oops, I don't know. Oh crap. How many of those did I just do? Facing the wrong way. I have very rarely ever had, so there's a restaurant that I used to go to back when I worked downtown that sold, that actually had RC Cola on tap. And it just happened to be that was the only cola they had. And it just happened to be that the first time I ever went there, they're like, I don't remember what the deal was, but like their normal was out, but they had diet. So like, is diet okay? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. And so I don't know, that's just what I always drank when I went there. And so very rarely, if ever, if I had just normal RC Cola. And I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan. It's what I have here, and it's my dessert. Really stacking them in. But we did have like a goal for how many people needed to live in each building. So I think it's okay. Can we copy? lift up the bottom because I don't want the floor. I don't want the walls either. I just want the beds. Now, can we copy? Oh dear. Hey, it worked. Freaking sweet. Okay, so they... Well, I'm going to obviously delete the ones that are right in front of the door. I think I kind of like the look of them being right end to end, and then maybe we can put something in that little space. All right, some kind of storage or something. So we need to be able to get in, right? You got to be able to actually like open the doors and walk in, but we should be able to do a stack like this. That'd be okay. Why are we flying? That's a pretty efficient use of a... why are they different? Why? Why are you the way that you are? That's pretty straightforward, right? Well, yeah, a person could fit through there. It's like 3 feet wide. A mini might freak out. Let's try it. Sure, whatever. Doesn't matter what it is. Oh dear, don't do that. You don't really drink pop, but when you do, you usually go Sprite. Coffee. It's really... You drink this just as bad as what you've replaced drinking most other things other than water. You flip the door around so it opens out. Maybe. Let's science this first. Oh no. That's unfortunate. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. I think technically that will be facing the wrong direction, but I don't really care. I think it's fine having the door open out. And otherwise, I like this. I think it looks good. So we've got 3, 6, 9, 18. So there would be 27, but there's in fact 24. So is 24 per barracks enough? That's the question that we have to go answer now. But yeah, I'm actually I go kind of in spurts with soda, but in general, I wouldn't call myself a huge soda drinker. You just often see me doing it during these streams because usually Wednesdays, which is when these streams are, I'm eating leftovers from Tuesday night, which is usually Taco Tuesday. So I'm usually eating very savory leftovers. So I want something sweet for dessert. So usually the first half of these working streams is me drinking some kind of soda, usually diet, as a treat, and then drinking water in the second half. So what did I say? 24. So I'll call it 25 for easy math. So that's 100, 200, just under 300 there. That would give us housing for 600. That's probably not enough. Maybe 3 of them are 2-storied. If we added another we could make them like 400. So yeah, maybe these. What do we think would be the best for being the complete, like the layout of the completed buildings? Tents around the outside, completed buildings in the middle, so they're further away from the walls, or completed buildings around the outside, tents in the middle. Kind of leaning towards completed buildings in the middle. You think more tents on the outside makes more sense? That's what I was leaning towards as well. I think completed in the middle. So we have three completed that are 2 stories tall. Because that's also kind of how like castles and stuff are structured, right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay. Let's go back over here. We're gonna call this one Barracks. I guess we could have some 1-story and some 2-story completed, and then the rest being tents. It's not an either or, now that I think about it. So we've got, what, 1, 2... No, that's going to be tents. Maybe the ones closest to the stables are built, because that's still kind of going with the expanding outwards thing. So maybe we have 2 1-story completed barracks, 3 2-story completed barracks, and then whatever that leaves us with, 6 like tent barracks. I think I'm gonna like the look of that. I think that's good. Can we finish all of that today? Maybe, maybe not. Obviously, going to 2-story from this will be relatively easy. Stairs or ladder? I feel like maybe ladder, right? Because I want this to look kind of Spartan. But that's super bad for like the flow of truth. Well, but this isn't really like war time necessarily. We have to lose beds if we do stairs, right? Probably quite a few. Probably have to lose 6 beds per story. I think we're going ladders. Plus, it plays into the, like I said, kind of Spartan nature of the design. Okay, so we want rural roofing. Could just be like crappy and flat roofed. But no, I think I want him to look. I think I want the ones that are completed to look completed. What in the frickin'? Is that how that sits? Yeah. I don't know if I messed that up or if that's just how that's supposed to sit. I think that's just how it's supposed to sit. Nope. Hold on. Okay. It's not snapping. There. Maybe it's the angle? There we go. Totally the angle. Okay. Does this need to be this detailed? No. Is it cool? Yes. Does it help us get into the mindset of the world? Also, yes. Or are we keeping it? Yes. Okay, the angle thing is actually really annoying though. How do I... Oh my god. What in the actual... Is it because of the corners? What if I do this? No, this is worse. Yeah, thank you. And then it like identifies what I'm trying to do eventually. Why is the pitch different? Oh. Oh dear. I'm gonna have to get over that. No, there isn't. I'm scrolled all the way over. That's the closest it's gonna get, I think. Oh, I hate that. How did you go wrong here? Okay, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. I think we just give the very tippy top of flatness, right? Unless, oh, there. Okay, we can't do that. All right, we'll do this, then we'll go to break. Did that at least? Nope. No, it did not. Oh, but it has to snap. So it's just going to be floating? Flat roof or floating diagonal roof? Or that? Whatever. No, not that. That option is removed. I'm leaning towards flat. Oh, what in the... There. I think that's fine. Is there a middle ground? I actually wish that there was a less steep option, so the roof wasn't freaking the same height as the whole building. But I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Yeah, for sure. for sure. Okay. Wow, how did that get so off-centered? The whole break starts now thing? So weird. Don't worry, I'm not restarting the timer. I'm just recentering it. Or at least getting it closer to centered. Probably relatively close. All right, 5 minutes on the clock. Layers. Break ends. Needs to move over also. Oh dear. Nope. Not what I said. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Hello? There we go. All right. Back in 5. Stretch your legs. Get some water. I'll be back with my own water. We'll see you in a few. Right on time. All right. 30 more minutes on the clock. Let's see if we can... I think we should have no problem at least finishing the 1 and 2 story versions. Whether or not we get the 10th done is yet to be seen. Thank you, thank you. Also, no pressure, but if you want to, I'm totally down. I'll have a few hours after this, and I've more or less finished the other things I needed to do for today. If you want to play a thing or whatever... way down. It's big. Might just have to be like crates or barrels or something. Miscellaneous interior. And once we get the stream done, and just later, I'll probably go through and throw down a couple of other random things like some boots and a broom and just things like that to spice it up a little bit more. A little bit more interesting. Do we not just have, or are they their own thing? Or are they an exterior? I feel like definitely somewhere there was like crates and barrels and stuff. Yep. Signs, traps, weapons, ladders, lights, center, furniture. Oh, containers probably. Yeah, there we go. Straight up like modern Christmas presents. Coffins. There's coffins there. How big is this? Oh, not that big. There, that's more or less what I was thinking. We can just stack those. May not be the world's easiest access, but it's better than nothing. Maybe the top one should be an open one. Is that the right? Oh, but the lid goes into the wall if I do that. Well, not entirely. Hold on. Snapping's being dumb. Yeah, there we go. What about is this? Oh, that is the right size. So you can just give them a little more pizzazz. They're not all exactly the same. There we go. Why is my... Hold on. There. Why is the lighting so obnoxious? Why is this all in shadow? Real fast, you know if the 10th is likely to be for D&D, you need to know Friday so you can make sure to ask for it off because they're starting to schedule you 2 to 10 on Saturdays. I mean, I know what you know, which was what, the reactions that we got from people when I brought it up. I meant to do it earlier today, so I could just go do it after this, or you could go do it. But was gonna post people and poke. Is there a smaller? Yeah, there we go. Like a Foot Locker-y kind of thing. You did post a poke today? What do we think about Foot Lockers at the end there? I think you could still get in and out of those. Okay. I think you could still get in and out of those beds. You're just asking me. I mean, the 10th would be my very, very strong preference because the next weekend is, I believe, Father's Day weekend. And then the weekend after that, that would be like 4 or 5 weeks since our last session already. And if we somehow shot for that one and then missed it, Pixie and I will be out for the weekend of the 30th. So that would put it like, that would be really bad. So the 10th would be my preference for sure. Yeah, if we do the 10th, then we could probably, you know, then the next session could probably be, ooh, the weekend after that would be the weekend of the 4th of July, though. That might be hard for people. So, yeah. I think the 10th is nearly make or break. Also, if we do the 10th, we could potentially try and catch the 14th. Or, sorry, not the 14th. 24th, so we could maybe have a shorter turnaround. Hello, Lily. How are you? You know, we did a little bit of a boo-boo here. I should have I should have dropped the ceiling and done this on the one that we'd already roofed. 10th works for Amras. You don't think that you have plans. Tired? You think you got little man sore throat? Oh no! I saw we wrote a stack of boots. Probably a couple people's boots, right? Those drop or did they fly? Oh, they dropped. Okay, good. That's kind of fun, right? I think it would look a little better if we had more, you know, if we had like some shirts and stuff that we could throw down. I guess there's a hat, but it's more like a wizard's hat. But I think the boots are a better touch than not having them. Oh, do we like them turned out or turned in? Do you think you'd be more likely to stack boots if you were doing that? Probably like this, right? Turned in. Makes more sense now that I look at it. Like that. I'm also wondering, can we go back out here? Oh, I totally can make that work. Okay, is there a 1 wide wall? There is. Sweet. Okay, we can spruce this up a little bit. It doesn't have to be 100% Spartan. We can have a little crappy window. Oh, it doesn't even quite line up the right way. That's okay. That's okay. I think it fits the theme. What? I think that's better. Feel bad for the guys by the window. Why is that? Oh, gonna get a little wet. Yeah. Well, the roof overhangs a little bit. Oh, never mind. Not very much at all. It was overhanging more when I had it placed wrong. I think this looks fairly good, though. The boots are a nice touch. I'm tempted to try and put something there, but I think it would clutter it up too much. We want it to be pretty Spartan. All right, so let's see if we can pull off some rocket surgery here. Why? They have to sleep next to the stinky boots. Yeah, but they also get the fresh air, so okay, that actually worked out way better than I thought it was going to. I'm pretty happy with our little barracks. It'd be kind of nice to have the windows on the front too, but I feel like that might be overdoing it a little bit, right? We said we wanted it to be pretty Spartan. All right, so this one I think we actually just want to straight up destroy. And then we'll grab you, copy you, paste you. We will remove roof. And then the 2-story, maybe the 2 stories get windows on the front. Right? Because there's not going to be room for this because that's where the ladder needs to go. Unless the ladder goes here. Ladder right by the front? That might preserve the look a little bit more. Isn't there just a thing called ladders? Or is it, are they? Yeah, here we go. Oh, that's kind of nice. So it doesn't have to be a straight up, like just fully vertical ladder. I feel like this kind of thing would be a lot more likely. Also, it fits there perfectly. I think that's better. I think we keep the windows in the boot pile. And we do 2 of these slightly leaned ladders. How do we want this to be, though? We want the ladder to try and go like up to a platform, right? Like this. Or or should it go right up against the wall so you have to step out? I guess the platform doesn't really make sense though because we're in a corner. Because we're in a corner, you'd have to step. There'd be a bed in the way. Or the layout's just different. No, because then you could fall down. Okay. I think it just goes up against the wall. I think that makes the most sense. Uh, that way. Nope. Yo, T-Bomb. ¿Cómo estás? There's no very good, because this is like floor. I don't think we want our floors to be this thick, do we? That's huge. I think we want these. Which is pretty awkward. I definitely think that's not how these are supposed to go. Oh, that was supposed to be... Oh, yeah, I still think a person wouldn't fit that. Okay, so this needs to go one more. Oh dear. Where's the button? There. So here's another question, and this is not like a deciding factor, but can Mini go up those stairs? Sort of. I'm just curious if it's not like jammed in the corner like that, is it different? Or are these just derpy no matter what? Well, I guess that did go up, sort of. Okay, so these are just not really meant to be functional. It might sort of work, right? Like if I do... something like that. It might have like a half step. Yeah. That's what it is. So a Mini could go up and down them if there was a landing platform. We could have landing platforms, I guess, if we go back out to here. Right, then we get our... More 3 more hours till the new PC build. Hype. For sure. We've definitely gone down a bit of a bit of a bunny trail here. That is nice, though. Will it still work when there's a wall here? In the window. Gonna have to look out for that. We're still very much learning Tailspire from a map making perspective, so I think this is valuable, even if a little off topic. Oh dear. That's not the outcome that I was anticipating. Okay. I don't think there's like a good, elegant solution to this. Not nearly enough dirty socks for a barracks. Right? I think I do like the platform a little bit better because essentially if we do this, it just merges the it merges the open space, so it's all right here at the front of the barracks. So if we come back to this and move you out right by the door. Wow, well, too far. Like that. I think that also kind of works too if you do think about it. Like, yes, they're not firemen, although actually, honestly, the militia probably would also serve as the firemen. But they like go down the stairs and immediately step out the door, right? So I think that's kind of good. So there are, I think having a little railing would be okay. Although it does mean that we have to give up on our pattern. We just have one direction. Mainly I was doing that because the first floor tiles are just done that way naturally. But honestly, it's probably better, especially for the second floor, to be like this. And then this way we can have little railings, that way people don't frickin' fall. Oh no, the direction that I chose is the wrong direction. Also, do you have barracks experience, or are you just assuming? So the only thing that sucks about this, got it, is even when you chop off the top, it still applies the lighting, which is, I think, overall a good thing, but it still applies the lighting as if the top were there. I am a little curious. Will it volumetric light this? Oh, other way. Oh, it does actually come through the windows. It's neat. A bit gloomy. Yeah. I hadn't even thought about light, obviously. Oh shoot, we only have 5 minutes left. I really want to at least get this done, or at least to a nearly complete state. I have to circle back around to the lighting part. Let's get the structure done and the basic shape of it. So we want stuff that is that height. Nope. I think we have a window right above the door. Why? There. Or is that too samey? Maybe we do 2 windows. That's probably better. That's not even a like aesthetics that I think they would have considered thing. That's just an aesthetics for the actual design thing. All right, we can come back and do other. Windows potentially once we sort out the rest of this. So how can we get the maximum number of bunks here? Furniture. It's probably the same shape, just 1 row shorter, right? Like when I replaced my son, I didn't do it in quite the right spot there. So this will fit another, what, 3, 6, 12, another 24. Wait, how many were there on the first floor? I think we might have miscounted before. 3, 6, 9, 18, 21, 24, 30. There's 33. Somehow we ended up with 27 before. That was wrong. So 33 plus 3, 6, 12, plus 24, 55. Well, I'm not 55. I rounded that off wrong, but whatever. Mid 50s. 57. What is the easiest and quickest way for me to accomplish this? Can I surgically copy paste? Let's try. No, I got the floor too. I had it otherwise. Dang it. I didn't even think about the Z-axis. Okay, but the overall answer to my query was yes. I just need to get good. Okay, so that is no longer grabbing the floor. Dragon, copy. Oh, right, but then the other freaking Z-axis. That's okay. This is easier to work with. Actually, we can fit even more than I thought. Or should we take these out? I feel like that's kind of obnoxious. I think that's enough. Like, yes, since our stairs are only half of a block wide, or our ladder is only half of a block wide, like theoretically also I could justify only having a half of a block to squeeze along there, but the stairs are more that way because that's just how the tiles were designed. I think this is just better. Can we do anything with this space instead? Is there anything cool that could be there? I think it's nice to be able to see the pattern on the ends of the beds. Yeah. Agreed. Like, we could take out that railing if we can find anything cool that's like half. Rugs, tables, they're gonna be too deep. A vanity. Bookshelves in a barracks? Yeah, so we did a little bit of that in the one-story version where the ladders are, and the two-story version has like some grates and stuff. A little harder to see because of the current lighting situation. We'll have to explore that. If we don't have that, we could do like crates all along there. I feel like that's a lot of crates though. I feel like that would look kind of weird. What about miscellaneous interior? Totally a cleaning mop. And a broom. Is that flying? Yep. Oh dear. No. Yeah, the way that it does the little like bloop, this is what you're moused over. It's both one of the best features and one of the most obnoxious. A fireplace. I really do need to wind down and get off though, so I'm at least close to my time. What if we just do like pillars. Can I like embed these in each other? Oh, but the height is going to be all wrong. Yeah, I don't like that. We'll finish interior decorating them next time. That'll be next time around. We'll finish interior decorating these, and we will make the tent version as well, because not everybody's going to be in structures. It's good enough for now. Let's snag the roof. Oh dear. I know exactly why that happened. It's because of the way that we did the floor for the second floor. There. We will... Didn't see who was chatting. Oh, are you on top chat instead of live chat? Gotta love it. YouTube live streaming's best feature. No Kappa. No, you just weren't paying attention. Fair. Right. I think that's two pretty decent buildings. Like I said, we'll spice them up with a little bit more interior decorating and try and figure out how to get some lights in there. But I think those turned out pretty good for a 1 hour build. For anybody who didn't see last week's boards, I'll show those off really fast. So we scaled the whole town as far as how much space we were going to have to work with and whatnot. And then we did a basic layout for the, well, there's going to be two of these, but for the military camp. So these are just sizing and layout. But so the buildings that we're designing are going to go in these larger spaces. And then this kind of weird one here, this was our build last time, was a training yard. I was really happy with how this turned out. It's supposed to be a frontier town, so basics to be expected. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you. So for now, I haven't started obviously plunking them in yet. I wanted to wait until they were all done because there's really only going to be about, so there's that. The walkways are 10 feet wide. But yeah, I know I debated about that. I think probably for the most part we'll you know, we can probably work in a little bit of it, and then just in general we'll work those props into the individual buildings and whatnot versus having them be in the roadways. But yeah, overall 15-foot roadways probably would have been the way to go, just to give a little bit more room to work with. There's a small chance that we might redesign it for that, because that's a really good point. I was doing 10 because technically horses are large, so they need a 10-foot wide area to go through. It was like, well, they would want this to be designed in such a way whereas, at least for the most part, the horses could travel in it. Yeah, well, and the roadways, you know, they have like 3 horses. I'll redo the ground also. This is a placeholder. Yeah, how much bigger would that actually make this? 5, 10, 15, 20 feet wider. So that wouldn't make it that much bigger as far as like dominating too much of the town. But it would make it fairly difficult just from like strictly from a redesign standpoint, like grabbing all this stuff. I'll have to think about it because I think it's easy to not want to do it. But I think we'd regret it later. What if we want things like a sidewalk when we get out into the actual town? I mean, I guess the town could just have bigger streets, like the town proper could just have bigger streets than the military bailiwick. But I feel like if we're going to do it, we should probably do it. Yeah, thank you. I would say relatively happy with the barracks. I'm very happy with how this little thing turned out. This was a lot of fun. May want to plop a few buildings in before deciding. Yep. But we'll do that next time. I'm already over. I'm already over time. Oh. Oi. Stretch feels good. All right. Thank you all for being here. It was a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying learning Tailspire. It has a couple of small idiosyncrasies that it can be a little frustrating, but I think overall solid like 8.5 out of 10. I'm enjoying building with it. We're definitely going to keep working on this build. 78 minutes, is it really? Oh, dang it. We did pretty good in the first half. Obviously we don't have to go in this much depth, but it's fun for me. It also just kind of helps me mentally get in the space of kind of like the NPCs in the town and like fleshing things out. And, you know, we'll see. There will be kind of like adventure arcs and story arcs within the campaign. And the players may or may not continue to stay in the capstone area. I will probably keep working on it, even if they do decide to leave. I don't think we'll necessarily map every single town like this, but this seemed like a good opportunity. So, and also we started doing it because we didn't get quite as far in the last session as I thought, so I already essentially am prepared for next session as far as any possible combats and any major story beats and whatnot that I want to hit. So this was a good time to kind of step into a project like this. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This will make me a lot more proficient to designing like individual battle maps and stuff too. So yeah, it's been fun. Thanks for being here. If you are curious about such things, we do have our PC building stream coming up on Discord in about 2.5-ish hours. And if that's not your bag, then we'll see you on Friday for Valheim. If you haven't already done so yet, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button on the YouTube video. We'd surely appreciate it. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see if you can make it. I hope so, but no pressure. Yeah, thank you. Thanks very much. Thank you all for being here. Oh, I guess I don't have the ending screen right now because everything is kind of disconnected. So I guess the ending screen is just me here hitting the end button. So thank you all for being here. We'll be back next Wednesday again with another working stream because that's hopefully going to be right before our next session, which is hopefully going to be the 10th. That's what we were talking about earlier. And as always, take care and be excellent to each other.